Hello everyone and welcome to another guide to the Contention server, where today we are going to be looking at how to use the airlift system. Airlifts function very much like the reinforcements that you can call into FARPs and airfields, but whereas the reinforcement system requires an AI transport aircraft to make it to the target airfield or FARP, which is very easy to get shot down on the way, airlifts allow players to do the actual reinforcing themselves. This can be really useful for reinforcing a frontline airfield that has taken some damage and maybe is still under attack. This lets you get in some as long as you as players can make it to that airfield or FARP. So to start off an airlift, what you need to do is go to your zone management options. This is in the F10 under comms menu. Go F2 zone management, then F3 airlifts, and then press F1 to start an airlift. You will be presented with a list of locations of airfields. Do note, because there are too many airfields to fit into one pop-up, there will be options to go to page 2 or page 3, so you may just need to cycle a bit to find the airfield you are interested in. Either way, once you select the airfield, then the airlift will start. What this will do is then immediately deduct 25,000 team resources from your team, and you can't start it if your team doesn't have that many resources, and a time limit of 1 hour will begin. Both teams will be alerted in the top right corner that an airlift has started, and both teams again will be reminded every 15 minutes that the airlift is continuing. The friendly team will be alerted with the location the airlift is going to. The enemy team will just be told that an airlift is in progress. Only one airlift can be happening per team at a time, and so you can check whether there is an airlift already going on before starting. In order to do this, go to your F10 comm menu, F2 zone management, F3 airlifts, and then F2 check status. That will tell you if there is an ongoing airlift. If there is, it will tell you the location. Otherwise, it will just confirm that there's nothing going on. Now, once an airlift has started, it is up to your team to then transport a total of 5 airlift supply crates. You can pick these up using a system very much like CTLD, but is technically a different system, and you can load airfield supply crates and vehicle crates at the same time. You pick these up from any friendly airfield or FARP. When you're within the central blue circle, you will have access to its CTLD system, and in order to load the crates, what you need to do is go to your F10 comms menu, F2 zone management, F3 airlifts, and now click F6 load airlift supplies. These will automatically then be loaded onto your vehicle. You can take these in all helicopters apart from the Apache and the KA-50, and you can also take them in trainers and warbirds. There is a difference here. Your transport aircraft, Mi-8s, Chinooks, and Hueys, they can all carry 2 airlift crates at a time, and both will be loaded at the same time. Your trainers, warbirds, and your scout aircraft, such as the Gazelle, can load 1 airlift crate at a time. And tiny little note here, you can't load airfield crates from the airfield that the airlift is going to, for obvious reasons. But any other friendly FARP or airfield is absolutely fine, so pick the one that's closest and most convenient. Once you've got the supplies, you then need to fly to the target airfield and land once again within the central shaded circle of that airfield. Once you're on the ground, open up your F10 comms menu once again, F2 zone management, F3 airlifts, and then F7 deliver airlift supplies. This will unload all the airlift supplies that you have on your aircraft, and you'll get a confirmation of this in the top right corner, including how many supplies are remaining. You will then be awarded personally with 5 credits per crate delivered, so for your transport helicopters that is 10 credits per trip, making it a very useful way of gaining some credits. And the moment all 5 crates are delivered, a full set of reinforcements will be deployed to that airfield or FARP, bringing it back up to the full strength that it would have been originally. So that's the system. Just to end off, there's a few little notes about this. One is that while an airlift is taking place, you cannot call in a reinforcement flight, and vice versa. If there is a reinforcement flight inbound, you cannot start the airlift. Now, you absolutely can do airlifts with only partially damaged airfields if you want. You can do ones with ones who have their entire defensive system taken out apart from one remaining vehicle. All works out fine, but you do spend all 5 airlift supplies and 25,000 team resources to start it, whether you're replacing 1 vehicle or 10. So it is worth taking just a little bit of time to think about whether or not this is the best way to help your team, and whether or not the airfield you're targeting is the one that is most appropriate. And then lastly, big bit of advice for this is absolutely do coordinate with your team. It is most efficient to do this using the transport helicopters. It takes 3 transport helicopter trips. But if you get a group of people together, you can do this very, very rapidly all together. And asking on SRS for some air cover really can't hurt. For instance here, just collecting the background footage for this video, we had 2 transport Hueys and 1 Warbird, and we managed to do the entire airlift very, very quickly, all delivering it with 1 flight between us all. So yeah, that is the airlift system on Contention's DCS server. If you have any questions, please do just leave them down below and I'll try and get back to you shortly. I am working on a whole pipeline of different guide videos for this server, trying to get them out about once a week going forward. There's a lot to cover, so there's going to be quite a lot of videos of this ilk coming out soon. But I hope you join me for those, and otherwise remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.